How you doing?
Hello, I'm good, thank
All
you.
right?
I've
Yes,
got
sorry, I
a
didn't.
cold, so bear with me.
You're quite all right. You're quite all right. It feels like like we're nearly at February, and I don't really understand. I imagine with the madness of your life and just everything that you do, it's been a bit of a whirlwind, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. Really busy start to the year, which is great. Yeah, I can't wait to see what it all holds in the future. To be honest, it's exciting. I've got lots in the plans for my little business.
Yeah.
And yeah, Sook is thriving and rapidly expanding. I don't know if I'm quite ready for the whirlwind that is going to be Sook this year, but you
well,
ready?
Well, we'll come on to that. So, could you give us just a little bit of an intro into who Kirsty is and what that means to you, but also obviously the brands that you represent as well, because I know that's a big part of your life.
Yeah, absolutely. So I come from a strong background in sales, to be honest. I originally started my sales journey in the motor trade, so selling cars. Wound up selling the CEO of Supercar, John Hoyle, and the journey began there really. um, so yeah, I joined Sook in 2020 amidst the pandemic, which was fun because all of our spaces were shut, but we kind of soldiered through, and alongside that, so I started my business, the Smelly Witch Co, where I make vegan soy hand poured wax melts and candles. As the name suggests, it is themed, so very much Halloween and witchy themed because I'm just into that kind of thing. But yeah, so I've been ever since sort of I started my business in September 2020. I spent most of lockdown kind of experimenting with all of the different waxes and things like that to kind of see what works best for me. And then launched my business ready for Halloween in 2020, which was really cool. And learned that there was a whole market out there who like the same things as me. So that was really nice.
The realization you found a micro niche.
Yeah, your one tip, Alex, which is prove the concept. Yeah,
Absolutely.
so absolutely, that was the beginning of my journey then, and then obviously things with Sook really amped up. So what we do at Sook is we provide sort of digitally adaptive spaces, so spaces that run on a tech platform. You can apply your brand to the screen walls with the click of a button, so really easy to do that. And we include all things like your furniture, things like that, so it makes physical retail space really accessible for independents who wouldn't usually get the chance to sort of rub shoulders with the big brands. We started out in Cambridge, which Alex, you know the space there pretty well. Um, Always flying the Grafton flag, and
You know,
then
you know.
that's it. And then we branched out into London. So some really exciting spaces on. I've got one on Oxford Street. We've got 5 spaces at the moment, with 15 more planned this year, just in the UK. One opening in Montreal, which we have confirmed for April, which is
Oh, you can actually say that. That's amazing.
yeah, so really really exciting times. And yeah, so juggling the two has been something in itself, to be honest. Obviously what I do at Sook, I'm actually a sales manager at Sook, so I kind of deal with all our inbound inquiries, managing relationships with businesses like Shifties and many other amazing businesses, from small to large as well. We deal with, honestly, businesses that haven't even launched yet, all the way up to well-established businesses like Radley, Uber, who apparently use Sook Space, which is just great.
As you
um,
do.
yeah, that's it. But yeah, so
Got to get some money out the door before the end of tax, right?
yeah, yeah.
I joke.
But yeah, no, it's been great. So it comes with its challenges, though, I have to say.
So I think,
Um,
are you okay to? Because so Kirsty's brilliant, and she won't. So we met through. So Steve Mulvey from Shifty's Community booked the Souk space in Cambridge, and then got us in touch that we got to have a conversation. We had a conversation, you came to one of our end of month gatherings and you're like, "Yep, you guys are nice people. We should do something together." And you know, you've really helped us create that opportunity for the community to expand into Cambridge and what we're trying to do beyond that, even, you know. But what I've come to see with you and why I wanted you to come on here, because I do think you represent a decent population of people that may be watching this back, as someone who, you're very ambitious. You've got all the ambition in the world. You're such a hard worker. You put your heart and soul into everything you do. Like it really is really inspiring. And you've got your side hustle going on, and you've got this, you know, really important job that you're doing with Sook, and you were there from the start as well. I think it's important we understand from a mental health point of view and mental fitness point of view how does that affect you, and you know, are you happy to share how, if so, and how you manage that?
Oh, 100%. I mean, my partner can vouch for this. I have days where I sit and think, oh my goodness, should I just stop my side hustle altogether? Like, how can I do this? I do suffer from imposter syndrome quite a lot. And actually, I feel like I've developed a lot more confidence after doing physical events myself, which is funny because one of the main things I encourage businesses to do as my full-time job is to do physical events.
It's always the way. It's always the way,
yeah,
you know.
exactly.
It's always the way.
You follow your own advice and then you think, oh, but yeah, I really encourage anyone who sells online to do physical events. I can't explain the levels of dopamine, just people coming to your stall and saying such lovely things about your products that you've made. For me personally, in my kitchen, literally in my kitchen. But it is hard. I design my products, I photograph them, I make them, I do everything from start to finish. And then yeah, with my full-time job, I quite literally don't stop. My personal phone is my work phone, so it's always going on all the time. And there are times where I sit and I think, I need a minute. But I think it's really important to have that. I used to put a lot of pressure on myself because you see all these social media campaigns where they're trying to tell you as a small business how to go viral on TikTok, how to go viral on Instagram. And it's all about this consistency piece. And whilst, yes, absolutely, it's really important to be consistent, but only do it to your limits. I think that's really important. I take breaks. I think the really important message is that if you have a good product with your business and you engage with your community in a really quality way, they will stay with you. Take a week off. Mm-hmm. Be honest. Honestly, I think one of the best things in business is that people buy from people at the end of the day. If you get your personality across to your community within your brand, they are very forgiving. You can have a week off of not posting, and if you lose followers, so what? You'll gain new ones, and the ones that you gain will stay with you. I've done it honestly on my Smelly Witch page. There are times where I will take a break, and I'll come back sort of a week, 2 weeks later, and they'll say, I'll just put a post up saying I had a bad couple of weeks, really busy with my full-time job. I'm back now and look what I've got for you guys. And I've had messages back, like genuinely not even asking about my products, just, are you okay? Are you okay though? Did you take time? These aren't people I've ever met in my life.
But they understand.
100%.
And they love your brand, and they love the message that you're communicating through your brand, which is, being you, being open. I know what you stand for, and your brand clearly shows what you stand for, and your customers are just an extension of what you stand for, right?
And I think that's such an important thing. Yeah. If I have really moody customers who want to unfollow me after a week of no posts, please do. You are no longer.
See you later. Love that.
Yeah.
That's really important.
That's the best advice I'd say. Just take the time.
Take the time, and that's not always easy to follow, is it? I mean, it is really difficult. And by the way, I apologize for being one of those pen bums on your phone all the time. Great message from Stephanie, just backing it up.
Yeah, thank you, Stephanie.
And Jean-Luc, Sook you later. Luke's, there's a lot of love for Sook. There's a lot of love.
Amazing.
Obviously, your space is being transformed today into an Are You OK Mate space.
Yeah.
And we had a wonderful message from the community earlier with someone who came off the street, and they're now being helped by a charity off the back of those conversations. So it just shows just shows the importance of those environments being opened up to make meaningful connection with the public, which is what it's all about.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And it's really incredible. I mean, especially with some of the work you guys are doing in Sook at the moment with Sandbox Co-Retail. I had an incredible conversation yesterday with another business who found the Smelly Witch Co through my products being showcased in Sandbox. And I mean, we've literally known each other for about 24 hours and she's practically my best friend. So thank you.
So that's lovely. But that's the beauty. And that is, I know you share it. I know, obviously John shares this. That's why you guys are on just such a phenomenal growth journey. Yeah. But it is that true passion and connection for the role that the high street plays in our community. It's such a big challenge. Yeah. And what you're doing is providing opportunity for us, a platform for us as a community and other communities out there to play with it. Yeah.
And then this is exactly it. And I think I knew as soon as I met you guys at Shifties, and that you saw the possibilities and how endless they are with Sook. You can quite literally do anything within reason. I'll say that to you because
I did want to put. So I did have a conversation with a farmer about getting a cow in there, and I was like, so I text Kirsty to say, can we get, you said anything? Can we get a cow in the Grafton Centre? Is that possible?
Yeah, usually we get questions about vehicles like, yeah, you drain them of fuel, it's fine. A cow, I don't know how we go about that.
Well, we figure it out. I like it. I like to test the limits of these words. No, honestly, yeah, absolutely amazing. But I think, moving forward, Kirsty, your imposter syndrome. It's not something, I know it's something that will come up later because I look at my lineup and I can see it's a conversation that will come up. Yeah. I know this before you said it now because we've had conversations away from here. How are you approaching that? What is your approach towards that as a challenge for yourself? Do you have conversations?
Yeah, I mean, the conversation I have with myself is fake it till you make it. Like, I truly believe in that. I just think it is what it is. Just keep going. I know what I want out of it. And anything else is just a bonus. So for me, it's like I don't measure myself on how many followers I have or anything like that. And I think one of the biggest times I had imposter syndrome was before pop-up events because I hadn't done them before. And then it wasn't until, and I mean, almost even that first customer walking over and having that, like, it's my own brand. I made it. I know what I'm going to talk about, but it's not like that nervous feeling. But then it's weird. Once you're in it, I know what I'm talking about, and it's just natural and it flows. And then it's like a reassurance to yourself that I've got this. Like, this is my thing. So I think that's important. And in terms of social media, it's an absolute fake it till you make it game. Just all the good work you're doing, I just post it as often as I can on there. And yeah, I just keep going. I think that's the main thing.
E-commerce is a weird world. E-commerce is such a strange world like that. It is, it's all about the product. It's all about the brand, right? Yeah,
exactly. And I think that's it. I get a lot of reassurance from others, and that's within my community and from friends and family. And it doesn't always come from there either. Some of the greatest support I've had has been, I mean, my partner is a complete rock all the way through, to be honest.
That's nice.
He puts up with our kitchen looking like part lab, part tip, because there's just like packaging on one side, there's like loads of oils and stuff on the other, and it's like, I think he's given up with even looking in there anymore.
I love that. Proper
So
side hustle life.
yeah, so massive thank you to him for being my rock all the way through. But aside from that, it's actually quite a realization when you own your own business as to how much support comes from friends and family, especially when you have a bit of a niche brand like mine, where not all of my family are really into witches and Halloween. My dad, I definitely get it from him because he's all over it. He loves all that stuff. But I mean, when I first started my business, I had family members and friends say to me, sort of, "Oh, it's so great that you're doing this," because I launched around Halloween, and they were like, "But what are you going to sell at Christmas and like the rest of the year?" And I was like, "The same stuff, because there's a market for it, and that's what
Yeah.
my brand is." And it's like, the biggest support that I've had has been from outside my friends and family circle. I have people that I've never met in my life before in person who share and engage with my posts more than people I've known my whole life. And that's a realization. And at first that used to get to me quite a lot. And like, oh, do they just not like what I'm doing? Do they not support me? But after a while, I think the feeling of the community that is behind you drives you to just build that even bigger. It certainly does for me anyway.
I think I've long said it. You know, starting a business is the greatest hack to meeting incredible people. I
Yeah.
think you know when you start your own business, I think everyone should start their own business at some point in their life. Try, you know,
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
younger the better. You like you say, you learn sales, you learn negotiation, you learn resilience, you improve you improve resilience. Everyone has resilience.
Yeah.
All of these wonderful things happen. There's a great comment on YouTube. I don't know if you know this person, Josh Hogburn, but it says definitely not imposter, 100% incredible.
I do
It's
know
lovely.
that person. Thank you.
Nice
That's
one,
my
Josh.
other half.
Oh, he's actually.
I told you, he's my biggest supporter.
Oh, mate, what a legend! Hey, you're a wonderful man, Josh.
He is. He
Keep
really
putting up with all that wax.
is. I
Yeah,
just tell him it will pay off one day. It will pay off.
yeah, that's it. That's it. That is our story as startup founders. That's our
Yeah.
story.
Our biggest hype
Brilliant.
men are ourselves.
Absolutely. Well, Kirsty, look, I thank you from the Shifties community, from all of the Shifties community, for enabling the opportunity. I know you just do this, and that's, I know that's in your nature, but it's you took a big leap of faith when you backed us to come over to Grafton to come and play, and we're really excited to see where this goes long term, and I'm really excited just for our friendship, because I'm very very excited for you as you continue to grow as a human in and around the Shifties community as well.
Thank you. Yeah, and yeah, I can't express enough how the relationship between myself, Shifties, the whole lot of you. To be honest, you're all amazing.
Bunch of nutters.
Yeah, it's the best thing ever. But it is true, and I think that's the thing. And I think my advice to anyone is, no matter what job you're in, there is always, even if you work at Tesco on the checkouts, there is always opportunity and scope to network, no matter what you do, to be open to talking to people. One of the biggest things about Sook that I love with all my heart is the opportunity that I get to meet amazing people like yourself, Alex, who are out here doing amazing things for amazing people, and just constantly building that community is beyond incredible. And yeah, I mean, taking the leap of faith, as you put it, with Shifties using Sook is my pleasure, and it's been amazing to see the incredible stuff you guys are doing in there, and long may it continue.
Yeah, it's only going to ramp up in more madness. I know Charlie's watching this. He's thinking, yes, I'm going to get that cow. I'll get that cow in there. Right. So one more question,
Yeah.
and I'll keep saying it because there's not two questions, because that is staying purple. Thanks to Courtney. And I know you know Courtney. You from Courtney Reeve was on earlier, so she was Unhidden's biggest
Yeah.
fan.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And she came on earlier to talk about accessibility and inclusion for the disabled community, and we've kept that as purple for that reason.
Amazing.
The second question, though, which I will ask, is what is it that you are most excited about for 2022?
Oh, I know this is a boring one, sorry, but I think the fact that we're opening our first Sook space in America is a huge fangirl moment for me. So I'd probably say I'm really excited for that. And yeah, just the general expansion of Sook is in like scary, exciting, but exciting all the same.
Well, look, if you need a recce partner to go over to America, always happy to help. You know, I owe you a lot of
Thanks.
favors, and if you need me to do it, I will do it.
Thank you. It's
No,
such a
thank you very
chore,
much.
isn't it?
I know, right? Right. Thank you so much, Kirsty. I'll let you go back to making candles and whatever else you plan on doing for the next 7 hours of your evening.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Yeah, amazing to be on. And yeah, thanks everyone for listening.
Legends. Thanks, Kirsty. Bye.